What's your reaction to Indy getting an All-Star weekend? You were part of the Phoenix, and I'm sure several before that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Mel Raines is on a mission to make it a great event. We had the NBA All-Star here, so they did an unbelievable job, and that's what she's talking. She wants it to be like that, and these players deserve that.
I guess now with today being the end of the break, what have you worked on the most collectively over the last 3 weeks?
Did you ask my players that? Oh, they would have been defensive, of course, all defense. I would start cheering when it was time to play some offense because they put in the work, and they knew we needed to work on that, and they were real positive about it and worked really hard, and we did do some things and got better over the break on the defensive end side of the floor.
Excellent. What are some things that you are looking forward to come All-Star Weekend next year? This year was here with the guys.
Yeah.
We have Halliburton. Indy's moving now, so
yeah.
I just feel to be right here in the pinnacle of it.
Yeah, it's just to be able to bring some of the best players in our league to Indianapolis and to have them in our facility and see what we have, see the resources that we have for our players. It's a great place to be. I mean, you're living right across the street pretty much, so you're not in any traffic, you're practicing, you're playing in the same venue. Great restaurants all around the city in walking distance. So there's just a lot to offer here that I don't think people know. So it'll be exciting to get those All-Stars here and let them see what we have.
Is there any further update on Timmy and how she's coming along?
No, I'm going to say it again. She's closer, she's closer than we were before the break. But she's itching to get back. And, as soon as we get the green light, we're ready, and we're all ready for her to get back.
Has Timmy been practicing at all these couple weeks?
She's been conditioning. She's been doing some things, as much as she can with her good hand and just trying to get that basketball feel back, but mostly her conditioning.
I guess I was excited. Obviously, I've been in Indy the last years of my life, but, I'm excited that Indy get a chance to host it. Shouts out to Indy for that. So I'm excited for them in the city.
You had a chance to be a part of the festivities in Phoenix. What was your takeaway from just kind of the event as an event and how this thing has really turned into a showcase of the league's players, but kind of a celebration of the game, it seems?
I think that Phoenix had a really good, theme going. I think that Phoenix was hot. So, I think that for weather would be like that in Indianapolis. I think it'll be a very experience there, but I think, it'll vary from place to place, West Coast, East Coast, or Midwest. And so I think Indy would do a good job of obviously having a culture that, shows what Indy brings. And so I look forward to them, the culture being able to, obviously bring people back.
Obviously, with it being here next season, your contract is up after this season. Have you had any kind of talks with returning or any idea?
No, I don't know anything. I haven't even, let the thought cross my mind. I'm just kind of staying in it right now. But, those conversations are going to have to be had. And, I'm going to do what's best for me. It's always going to be a business. So I'm excited to, explore that idea. I've never been in free agency in my professional career, so I'm excited to see where it goes.
You were here for NBA All-Star Weekend, is that right? Were you kind of around? Yeah. What did you think of what this city did for that one and how Indy, how they do big events here. What did you kind of feel about the vibe that week and how it might apply to the All-Star next year?
I think the weather threw a damper things. I don't know if you were here for 2024. The weather was kind of, whack. Yeah. But I think that, to make up for that, the experience for us, the challenges, and on Friday from night to night, I think, Indy still pushed through and, made it a good event, over the course of the weekend. So,
what's the feeling going into tomorrow to kind of just get back after it after all these countless practices over the last few weeks?
I'm excited. Yeah. Any good competitor wants to compete, want to see where you at, want to see what the work you put in over the course of the break, see, if it paid off. But obviously, playoffs is important, so you got to play to win. And my idea is to go play and win. I think my team is on the same page in that perspective. So I think for us, it's about utilizing the fans and everything they bring, but it's going to be about us tomorrow.
With you being a vet in this league, did you spend this Olympic break any different than the last?
No. I think breaks are about figuring out what you need individually. I think that varies from person to person. I don't think everybody do the same thing. Some people just take breaks. Some people, lift and get back into their workouts, as if they were in the off season. I just think it varies from person to person. But for me, I get the best of both worlds, kind of sprinkling both.
Is there part of this break where it's like, okay, this is enough break, we got to get back to game time now?
Kind of, after a while, you practice, you want to see, where you at. And so we get that chance tomorrow, so hopefully we don't suck it up.
What has gone so well against Phoenix those first two games? Pretty good success against this team so far.
I think that from a youth standpoint, we've been able to run a lot more. Put BG in, unique circumstances. She's 6'9", so you got to make her move and do different things. They have really good additions in DT, and depending on who they play, in those games, you just got to be prepared for whoever. Phoenix is one of those teams you don't have a scout. You just got to be ready to play because they're so gritty and so trenchy. But I think for us, we had success when we were able to run and defend down the stretch of the game. So we defend, we got a chance.
How was Paris?
Yeah.
My first one.
It was fun. It was awesome. It was such a cool experience, opportunity, and did it with really good people and got a good result. It was cool.
What was the highlight of the whole experience beyond the medal? Was there...
The chocolate muffins were really good there.
Seriously?
Oh, okay. Yeah. They were really good. So that's a highlight. But just being there and seeing all the great athletes who are the best at what they do was just phenomenal. And everywhere you look, there's someone that you see and that they're familiar and it was really cool.
Did you make a point to go to any other events while you're out there? Were you able to?
We didn't get time, unfortunately, but we did watch the Boomers game, one of the men's games. We didn't get much time, unfortunately.
What does it mean to have the All-Star weekend here next year?
Yeah, pretty special. Mate, it's blowing up in Indy basketball, and just to have it here is really exciting, and I'm excited for our fans to have it on home soil.
So what are some things you expect looking forward?
What do you mean? For me?
Yeah, I mean, like for the city, yourself.
Oh.
We had NBA All-Star weekend this year here, so next year we're going to do it again with the ladies. So it's a big time.
It's exciting times for Indy fans and just for Indiana in general, and I think I'm just excited for what basketball is doing and impacting on this great place.
What's the significance of something like that for how do you feel that back home and with your family and all of that? Like, what does that feel like?
Really special. We've been through a lot, particularly the last few years, our family, so to just have this result was really special, and it brought everyone together, and I'm so proud to be Australian and just to get this for Australia too. And to inspire maybe some young Australian girls that are playing basketball, it's just, it's why I play. Yeah.
Even though you didn't get as long of a break, does this bronze accomplishment kind of give you that energy to drive these last 14 games?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Like I feel fresh. I'm ready to go. So I'm excited to be back with the team and ready for a shot at the playoffs where we're going to go at it.
They get you up to speed on everything you missed out on, these competitions, the state fair, and all these different things?
Yeah, they told me they did a lot of stuff, which was cool. And just catch me up to speed on court as well. So I'm glad to be back with the group. Yeah.
I feel like you got the hardware now to level up with Tolly.
I'll never be on her level, but pretty stoked to have one for myself.
Not to ask a downer question, but a tough situation for Rebecca Allen, and you guys will face her here coming up. I mean, just as a teammate of hers internationally, how challenging was that for you and for her and for the whole team to kind of experience?
It was so devastating just to have her injured before we even got to Paris. So it was, really, really hard. And it's an athlete's worst nightmare to get injured before such a big, life goal and dream. So I'm just gutted for her. And, we're all supporting and reaching out to her and just hoping that she's okay. And, gutted.
So, I guess final question, circling back to the Olympics, being a medalist, what was like some of the emotions that you had initially when you were awarded?
Oh, I was crying. I was I was just so happy, and so many emotions just built up from over the past, few years through injury and all the setbacks I've been through, and just to finally even just get to be an Olympian and then to be an Olympic medalist was just overwhelming. So it's still sinking in. I'm still processing it, but it's special.
Is there a good celebration?
Oh yeah, we went hard. It was good. You have to. We went to a bar straight after as a team, and we caught up with the family and the crew, and we just celebrated. It was cool.
I think it's great for us. We have that culture that's being built here. Like, it's a super good environment for us, and just to bring more people to Indy, give us more exposure, it's going to be a fun experience.
What do you hope to see from you and your team to set the tone for the rest of the season tomorrow?
Just coming out hard, doing the first punch, and just executing down the stretch, playing defense, not letting people come back into games, and just finishing all 40 minutes.
Is the feeling something of rejuvenation, a little bit of rest after this time period you've had?
Oh, yeah, I think everybody feels good. You know, we're all excited to get out there tomorrow, so we'll see.
How helpful was the 3 weeks and being able to do some team building exercises over the past couple weeks?
I think it was big for us. You know, we got to build, you know, team chemistry outside of basketball. You know, we did little experiments to get to know each other and just fun things. So, I mean, we also focused on the basketball aspect, so it was a good 3 weeks for us.
Well, I guess I'll ask again, how do you feel about All-Star Weekend being here next year for the ladies?
It's going to be great for us. Can't wait to see all our fans and all the people that come to Indy to support, you know, the All-Star game. And, you know, our plan is to just level up every single year and, you know, go down as one of the best All-Star games.
Is there something you guys are looking forward to with that being next year?
Oh, it's in Indy. You don't got to go nowhere, so probably the best thing.